Alright, so Aki combines Snake Fist Kung Fu with poison laced claw attacks, plus irregular movements to bewilder her movements. Her opponent, sorry. Her ability to increase her damage using poison makes her a tricky character that's tough to deal with. Okay. So she does have poison. She can employ a wide range of tactics, such as using poisonous projectiles, utilizing her claw-based attacks to poke at opponents, or seizing openings created by poisoned opponents eager to close in and stop their life draining. Cheat! Oh, that move look cool. Look at this. You're not anti-airing that. Look at that. You can't anti-air that. What is this? Hold on, let me cut off Street Fighter 6 real quick because I'm done with the game. Alright, cool. Look at you not anti-airing this move. You're not anti-airing that. Nah, you're not anti-airing that. So in situations where your opponent has closed the gap, drive them away with your quick normal attacks or gain some distance with your movement techniques. Get out the corner for free. When the opponent is hit with certain attacks, they'll be poisoned and will continuously lose vitality over time for a fixed period. Oh, that's kind of broken. Their health is slowly draining. That's cheap. The poison state will expire naturally after a certain amount of time, but it will also end if Aki takes any damage. Okay. That means she's gonna be doing mad damage if the poison is on you. So imagine you in Burnout. Burnout is old. She's cheap if she got you in Burnout, because she's gonna start hitting you with some cheap special moves where she's just gonna be plus taking turns and you losing health for the poison. You're saying hitting. Alright, so it says hitting poisoned opponents with certain attacks will also trigger Toxic Blossom, which ups damage and changes the behavior of the triggering move. This will allow you to extend combos or create new setups. Nightshade Pulse. Launch a poisonous bubble towards your opponent. Useful for checking your opponent from a distance and poisons them if hits. So that's literally Fang's Take the Poison, his V skill 1. A fantastic projectile attack that will keep enemies at bay. It poisons opponents, making it a nice and deadly tool. Cheap. It can be followed up by Nightshade Chaser to extend my talons to detonate the pulse. Use this to hit enemies who think they're safe moving around. She's gonna be annoying. Nightshade Pulse paired with Nightshade Chaser can trigger Toxic Blossom at close range. An effective combination to increase the damage you can deal in certain characters. Cheap. One more handy thing to remember. You can perform an overdrive shake step right over after Nightshade Pulse. Close the gap from a distance by moving in along with the pulse, or use it as insurance if you... No, I'm still reading that, sorry. Or use it as insurance if you feel you may get jumped in on. So that's literally Fang. Overdrive. This version boasts a faster recovery, and the pulse will also hit multiple times. Use this pulse as a shield to make it easier to keep on the offensive. Beats Fireball is interesting. Oh. Okay. Nightshade Chaser's explosion area also increases improving its usability. Okay. Orchid Spring. Talons pierce the ground, creating a pool of poison. Opponents that touch the pool will become poisoned. Cheap! Cheap. Poison makes its way into the enemy if they happen to come into contact with the pool, and it cannot be blocked. Use this as a way to create zones where it's hard for the opponent to move freely. Cheap. It's a great way to convince an unwitting foe to jump, and if they purposely walk over it in an effort to close the gap, make them pay by triggering Toxic Blossom. Yeah, she's going to be annoying. While you're likely to use it most at long range, I must say it's enthralling to use it after you're pursued an opponent. Use it after you persuade an opponent into the corner. Whatever. This character cheaper than Fang. Hold up. Toxic Wreath. Slashes forward with talons while creating a poisonous bubble, and then immediately bursts it. Easy to use in combos or attack sequences, and poisons the opponent if it hits. Okay. An effective close range attack best used in combos or attack sequences. If used in the latter, you won't suffer a counter attack even if it's blocked, and your opponent will become poisoned if it hits. So you always getting poisoned pretty much. When used in a combo, it can also hit mid-air opponents, launch an opponent into the air, and follow up with another attack. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of people are going to get hit with that combo. Never forget to mix in Toxic Blossom opportunities into your offense when you have the opponent cowering in the corner. Sheesh. Serpent Lash. Extends talons out a short distance to pierce opponents and poison them if the attack lands. Useful in combos or as a way of checking opponents from mid-range. Serpent Lash's attack direction changes depending on the button pressed. Its properties also change if it triggers Toxic Blossom. She's going to be so annoying, bro. The light version of Sublime for mid-range space control. Triggering Toxic Blossom with this will send your opponent flying away, allowing you to choose between closing the gap or maintaining your distance. Oh, so she has options, what she want to do. So it sounds like she controls the match pretty much. The medium version is good in combos or to snipe your opponent out of the air if they jump. After Toxic Blossom is triggered, you'll find it easy to tack on another attack. I recommend a poison-inducing attack as a follow-up. Okay. Dad, look how far that was. Hold up, hold up. Look how far this is. Yo, you can't jump on this character, bro. You can't. Look how far that hit you. Yeah, oh. Sheesh. And you still full screen. The heavy version will bring a jumping opponent down and works as an anti-air attack. You can follow up on this attack if it triggers Toxic Blossom, so keep it handy for enemies desperate to hit you to negate the poison in them. You're not jumping on this character. Overdrive. When this hits, it will bring you next to the opponent, allowing for a follow-up attack. Oh. Cheap. This character godlike. Hold up. And that's not all. If you hit an opponent that's already poisoned, you'll stab at them after closing in, triggering Toxic Blossom in one fell swoop. A perfect chance to deal even more exquisite damage. Really? Oh, wow. Wow, and you back in the poison. Cruel Fate. Leap forward into the air and unleash a series of piercing attacks on the down forward arc. A useful surprise attack to get around an opponent's attempts to check you. Nah, she's an anti-zoner. She counters characters that try to zone. She's going to give Guile a hard time. Guile, maybe Chun-Li, JP. He's going to have to think, probably. The distance this attack covers changes depending on the button press. You are still at an advantage even if it's blocked. Oh, you're plus on block? That's what I'm assuming. So the opponent can't counter attack back. A great move to catch someone off guard. This is cheap. If you perform the heavy version after it hits, you can follow up with another attack. Set your sights on openings in your opponent's plan, or use it in combos. Nice. Overdrive. If this hits an opponent standing on the ground, it will grab them and poison them. What? Nah, that's so you gotta guess. That's cheap. Even if it's blocked, you still have the advantage. You can even input forward or back to change the distance it travels, if so desired. Ooh, you could bait DPs from a certain range. Snake Step? You know what's crazy? I was about to read the caption, but I just saw the move where it just went under projectiles. Like, I kind of know what the move does. What? A quick low-profile maneuver that carries you forward. An effective means of closing in on your opponent or avoiding attacks. That's mad cheap. A useful technique that allows you to close a gap in an instant. You can also avoid high attacks with it while moving forward. Surprise foes who dare to keep you at bay and get in their face. That's Fang. Mm. The heavy version can get you behind your opponent, and the light version will perform a feint. Mixing these variations together will prove to be as deadly as any of my poisons. The overdrive. You cannot be hit by any attacks except for throws while in motion. That's pretty good. You will also end up behind your opponent when you are on the defensive. This is a good way to escape from the pressure. This character gonna be so annoying. A technique that has you slither forward slowly on your back and can be followed up by 3 different attacks. Input up while slithering to cancel the movement. A sneaky technique where you slither along the ground like a snake to avoid attacks. You can cancel it suddenly to surprise foes, as well as unleash a variety of attacks. They're all very interesting. The first attack is Venomous Fang. It's a deceptively fast, long-range charging attack. It leaves you very vulnerable if blocked, so it's best used to combat projectiles or in combos. Got it. Wow. Next is wait. Next is Heel Strike. While it's not on the same level as the Masters, it's still an effective, easy to use attack. Use it to avoid an enemy's attack and quickly strike back. Try to combo from a regular attack into it. That's Fang. Finally, there's Entrapment. This is a throw, meaning its range is short, but it can't be blocked. Use this to break through defenses or as a mix-up if an opponent is on the lookout to parry Heel Strike. This character got a lot of gimmicks. Deadly Implication. Launch the opponent into the air with a kick and entrap them in a gigantic poisonous bubble. Useful as a counterattack or follow-up, and poisons the opponent if it hits. Cheap. This fabulous attack. Yo, whoever is writing like these captions, they got a sense of humor, low-key. This fabulous attack can be used in many situations. It's funny because whoever wrote this, they could have just simply said, this attack can be used in many situations. But it said, this fabulous attack. That's how you know this move is cheap. This fabulous attack can be used in many situations and was taught to me by the master. It's particularly useful when in Burnout and Cornered or in Toxic Blossom combos. Try to fit it in to maximize damage and your foe's misery. Yeah, let you not know the Aki matchup. Extends multiple talons or talons forward and leaves a large pool of poison in its wake. Useful for attacking from a distance and also poisons the opponent if it hits. Opponents will also become poisoned if they touch the pool. What the? This character cheap. No, this character cheap. This move's trajectory and reach changes depending on the button pressed. The light version lands the closest to you, making it a good tool for anti-air situations and combos on cornered opponents. Okay. Oh, you can't do that with JP? You can't do that? You can't teleport? With their longer reach, the medium and heavy versions are great for stifling the aerial ambitions of a distant foe. Using them for combos on a launched opponent should also prove effective. Nice. Don't forget to make good use of the poison pool that's left in the wake of the attack. After it hits, go on the offensive to push your opponent into the poison and then aim to trigger Toxic Blossom. Oh my goodness. And you still in a poison. Crazy. Claws of Yazi. Okay. Pierces various pressure points on the body and injects a poison that detonates from within. Cheat. Cheat. A versatile move that can get around projectiles, be used in combos, and serve as a potent counterattack. This is a grand attack that does lethal damage to the enemy. The cost is high, so ensure that it will connect before executing it. It's best used in combos that launch an opponent or immediately after connecting with Serpent Lash. Okay. Sheesh. Once you've come to grips with the attack, you can try to use it as a counter to an opponent's projectile as well. At any rate, ensure your aim is true and erase your foe from existence. Did she just reflected that? What? Look at this. It looked like she reflected that. Oh no. I think JP, he met his matchup. I think Aki's gonna be mad cheap. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Aki, she's gonna be cheap. Available now? Word? Oh. Bet. So if anybody here that is interested in playing with Aki, go download her right now. And definitely give her a try for sure. Oh, wait. No. I take that back. Street Fighter 6 is available. She's still come out. So when does she come out? Bro, that was a mix-up. I thought she was out. Because I'm like, wait, she's out? I thought she comes out a little later. The 27th, right? Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Why? All right, my bad. Yeah, she comes out the 27th. Never mind. Don't put me on blast, chat, saying that I'm spreading lies. Look, I just read what's on the screen. I see an A.K.I trailer. Then next thing you know, it says available now. Look, my bad. But overall, I think she's really good. I think she's good from what I'm looking. She don't look trash. So yes, September 27th. Just stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And stay tuned for more news and more reactions. But until then, you guys take care.
It's that boy Mel.